Let's be honest. Most of us already know how to focus. Turn off the phone, set a timer, do the work. So why don't we do it? It's not a knowledge problem, it's an identity problem. Let's talk about the uncomfortable truth behind your lack of focus. Chapter 1. You're not distracted, you're avoiding. You don't get distracted by accident, you choose distraction. Why? Because distraction is easier than discomfort. It gives you the illusion of being busy without actually risking anything. Scrolling TikTok feels safer than writing a book. Cleaning your inbox feels safer than facing your goals. Focus forces you to face yourself. That's scary, so you run. Chapter 2. The productivity mask. You're not lazy, you're strategic. You do just enough productive-looking stuff to feel accomplished, but not enough to actually make progress. We call this productive procrastination. You buy a new app, you optimize your workspace, you spend 2 hours color-coding your to-do list. None of that moves the needle. It just makes you feel like you're working without the risk of failure. Chapter 3. You've made focus a personality trait. Here's the trap. You've started to identify as someone who struggles with focus. So now every time you get distracted, it reinforces the identity. I'm just bad at this. I always mess up. I can't do deep work. That identity becomes a loop. And loops are hard to break unless you challenge the story. What if you stopped saying I can't focus and started saying I'm learning to work through resistance? Chapter 4. Discomfort is the real enemy. You think distraction is the villain? It's not. Discomfort is. Discomfort is the real reason you don't focus. The discomfort of being judged, of not being perfect, of facing your real priorities. Focus doesn't fail because you lack time. It fails because you don't want to feel uncomfortable. But that's the price of doing anything meaningful. You either learn to sit with it or you stay stuck. Chapter 5. Change doesn't happen with a hack. Let's kill the myth now. You don't need another technique. You need a commitment. Commitment isn't exciting. It's boring, quiet, repetitive. It's you sitting down at the same time every day, doing the same hard thing, even when it sucks. And if that sounds unsexy, good. Because the unsexy stuff is what actually works. Chapter 6. The only 3 questions that matter. When you feel distracted or stuck, don't reach for your phone. Ask yourself this: what am I avoiding right now? What would a focused version of me do next? Am I willing to feel uncomfortable for the next 10 minutes? If the answer is yes, set the timer. If it's no, own it. Don't lie to yourself. Focus isn't a mindset, it's a moment. Chapter 7. You don't need discipline, you need clarity. Discipline is important, but clarity is more powerful. You don't need more grit, you need fewer choices. You need fewer distractions, fewer false goals, fewer tabs, clear desk, clear goal, clear commitment. That's how you actually get things done. You don't have a focus issue, you have an avoidance strategy. If you want to change it, stop making excuses. Stop outsourcing your responsibility to tools and start choosing the harder thing on purpose. You don't need perfect conditions. You need 10 minutes of honesty and a timer. That's it.